Top Hat Painter with another video. This time we're going to be covering stencils. I've got some stencils here from Rob Tool. This one in particular that I'm going to be demoing is this skull on the spade here. This is a really clean cut stencil. Best part is how thick it is. It's made with some 20 mil solvent resistant material, and I'm going to show you some of the benefits of using that as opposed to using this thinner stuff. It's really thin, has a lot of play, moves around a lot. It flutters. The worst part is it flutters. It's hard to manage because it's so thin. It doesn't just stay where you want it to stay. It kind of does, whatever it wants. Right here, I'm demonstrating just how much of a pain it is. You can see it lifting in areas. You can also tell that I have to hold my airbrush at sort of an absurd angle in order to prevent any lifting from the spray pressure, which would cause unwanted overspray. That's the worst part about using these type of stencils. You could tape it down if you wanted to, but really you're still going to end up with these overspray lines like you see here. And that's fine for some instances. You kind of want some overspray occasionally, but in a picture like this, I didn't want any overspray. And here we've got the thicker stencil. We've got the nice 20 mil stencil going. I'm airbrushing straight on. I don't have to really worry about my angles. I don't have to do anything special to make sure that goes on. I just hold it down there at the bottom and it's good to go. It doesn't need any special taping or anything like that. That really helps with speed. I'm airbrushing some more of the details, just kind of getting things locked in for the final picture. And again, I'm just holding this one side. I don't have to move my hands around to hold the best portion. This is the smaller areas of the stencil, and this is usually the stuff that you have the most problems with when you're working with something like this. And I'm going right in for the detail. I'm not really taking any considerations to which way I'm holding the airbrush. I'm just spraying and going, and it's working out great. There's no lift, there's no flutter. It stays as it's being held. I couldn't do this with the thinner stuff. I'd have to hold it from the top, the bottom, maybe put some magnets down, and I don't really have to worry about it with this. And this is just me finishing out what it is I did with my guidelines using the stencil. You got to keep in mind stencils they're a tool to make your airbrushing better. You don't want to use the stencil and have that be the finished product. You want the stencil to help you get to the finished product. And I'm taking my black in here and I'm just really detailing it out, giving it a little bit of life and some dimensions. You'll see me go in every once in a while with the stencil, clean some lines up, bring back some shape. And here I go with the highlights. I really like this stencil. Very clean, thick material, very easy to use, and I'm really happy with the end result.